So here's the deal. Just want to knock this out, get it done lickety split, and I can move on with my fucking life. Okay, so here's my personal journey. In February of 2016, I called a friend. We spoke. I had the blood, not the blood of my other friend, but, you know, I had a friend who died. He committed suicide. And, you know, I ignored it. He wound up killing himself 2 weeks later. So I heard the same sort of tones from a friend of mine that I had last year, February. I've been meaning to, or I was meaning to help him out. I was like, what am I going to do? So what I did is I spent about 2 weeks of my time and a week in action. I dropped $5,000. I helped him start. I helped him get back on his feet, got his car insurance, inspection, all that stuff, repairs done, cleared away any court costs, and I helped him start a business. We had 20 clients after the first 2 days, and then I mentored him afterward. I was very, you know, I felt kind of frustrated certain times. I was like, well, you know, how the fuck, why doesn't he know this? Like, but I was patient. I was like, you know what, he's never done this before. Anyway, so that was my big good deed. Then I met the woman of my dreams. Didn't work out because I was a sociopath. And then 7 days after that, I met this kick-ass fucking New York City rock and roll band. I was in the habit of sort of recording stuff because, well, when I met that girl, I was like, I'm fat, so I tried to lose weight. I was kind of in the habit of taking pictures and then videos, and I was already used to taking videos, and shit started to happen after this woman and I failed or whatever, and I just happened to record everything after that. I met this awesome New York City rock and roll band, big coincidence. The lead singer's uncle, he does cinematography for my favorite director. He's my favorite director because of the way that his movies look visually. And I was like, that's a fucking coincidence. How the fuck can my favorite director, cinematographer, be the uncle of this awesome New York City rock and roll band lead? Anyway, during that time, I just followed every coincidence because I was searching for anything. I knew nothing about entertainment or film. And, you know, I was just trying to get my girl back by shooting this movie on my iPhone. During that time, I met a producer on the final track of a Grammy Award-winning album of the year. He also is a fucking world-class DJ. I got to shake his hand, talk to him, introduce him to his kick-ass. I mean, he was begging to meet this lead singer who I was friends with. That was awesome, by the way. One of the top 5 bands in the world. This producer was going to set us up with. Just that idea was awesome, but then it fell through, and instead he introduced the band to his cousin, who's another fucking world-class DJ. I'm telling you, I met my fucking heroes on this. Oh yeah. And before all that started, I even got to stay in the same hotel at the same time as my favorite and the #1 trumpeter in the world. There's a breakfast list from the morning after when I woke up. My best and only friend and I, we were going to go back to the hotel and be like, oh yeah, let's meet, you know, this person. But we met this fucking kick-ass young gypsy kid. And we went and hung out with some gypsies in the fucking forest in France. It was awesome. And I could tell that trumpeter, he wasn't feeling well that night. This was in Marcillac, France, last August. I traveled to 23 cities in 11 countries over a 6-month period. I got to meet the top booking agent in the fucking world. You see, with me, like, you know, I'm always about, I don't know, just like sort of music and creativity, drama, stuff like that. And I'm telling you, this is my personal heaven. He screened my movie. Actually, I had a couple screenings. Also one in New York. You guys ever have a film screening? Not that you would ever want that, but for me, it was a big deal. I feel better than I ever have in my entire life. I met hundreds of amazing people from all walks of life, all races, across the world. And now I get to do something that I've always wanted to do, which is move to a specific city in the United States. which I was going to move to about four years ago. It didn't work out at the time. This whole process started because I did a good deed, I guess. God decided, wow, I can trust this guy. I guess he already had it in the fucking works anyway. And then I just followed, hey man, what's going on? And then I just followed the big coincidence of meeting that lead singer via his uncle. Oh yeah, by the way, I get to have coffee and talk to his uncle for, a couple hours about his philosophy of photography. Yeah, got to do that. It was incredible. He's like, I want to put a fucking camera in someone's face. I want to catch the imperfections, like the fucking moles, the creases, the scars, all of it. Just put that in his face. Anyway, it was incredible. Got to meet the woman of my dreams, or reconnect with her. Got connected with all these people that are my fucking heroes. And now I get to go to the perfect city for the perfect me and live there forever. So that's my own personal heaven on earth. The entire time, if I met someone, I kept an open mind. I was very generous. If anyone needed something to eat or some cash or whatever, I would just throw money on the street, whatever. And that was it. I'm going to post another one of these, but I'm kind of perturbed right now. But I'm not going to say when. There's no doubt here at all. I fear for the human race. I fear for you.